Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome to the F1 Word and to the news coming out of Williams today, and that is that the team have confirmed George Russell will be racing for them in 2019. The news broke this morning, and although if you take note of the rumours over the last few weeks at least, it isn't massively surprising that they've snapped up George. It is surprising to me at least that it came at this stage. Williams do have a habit of leaving us waiting until the end of the season. Now I'll give my opinions on all of this in just a moment, but for those who are interested, here are the key quotes. And Claire Williams stated, "I am delighted to announce that George Russell will be joining Williams from the 2019 season. We have always tried to promote and develop young talent at Williams, and George fits that ethos perfectly. He is already highly regarded in the paddock and a driver whose career we have been watching for a while. In the time we have spent with him so far, we believe that he will be a great fit for our team. His commitment, passion and dedication is exactly what we need to drive the positive momentum building at Grove as we focus on the future." And their new driver George Russell added, "It is a huge honour to join a team of Williams' prestige and heritage. Formula One has been a lifelong dream. From watching the races when I was a child, it feels surreal that I will now be lining up on the grid alongside drivers whom I have admired for years. I am incredibly excited to start working with everyone at Grove and to take my first steps as a Formula One race driver. I cannot wait for Melbourne next year and to join Williams at the start of what we believe will be the start of an exciting new journey." So, there we go then, another seat sorted for next season, leaving us with one at Williams, one at Toro Rosso, and technically two at Force India, although I think we're all pretty sure which way that will be going. You never know though. And to be honest, I am so pleased for George, I really am. He has been exceptional in Formula 2 this season and looks set to take that title. So he's absolutely earned his shot in Formula 1 in my view. I will say as well, and this is with all due respect, if Lando Norris is considered good enough and ready to make the step up, then George Russell absolutely is as well. And yes, I will hold my hands up and perhaps a rare bit of British bias here from me, but it is great in my opinion to see three Brits on the grid next season. And look, as I've already said, Russell has been seriously impressive in F2 this year. He's clearly quick, he clearly has a hell of a lot of talent, and is massively consistent. And when you throw into that mix as well the fact he is only 20 years old, he has a hell of a lot of potential to offer and is the perfect fit for a team like Williams, so it's great news. However, let's address the elephant in the room, and that is Esteban Ocon, and what does this all mean for him? Well, there is still a seat vacant at Williams of course, but I fully expect Sergei Sirotkin will take that one. He brings a lot of cash with him which the team just can't afford to lose at the moment, and quite frankly as well, he's been good this season. He is one of those drivers that has really surprised me in 2018. When he was first announced in January, I wasn't impressed at all and felt like he wouldn't deliver. But he has driven well in what is a truly awful car. So I suppose what I'm kind of saying is, even without the money behind him, you could quite easily argue that he has done enough to be given a second season. And I will throw this in there as well. When Sirotkin signed for Williams, it was announced as a multi-year deal or a long-term partnership, something along those lines. Therefore, at the very least, I expect he will be reserve driver, but I do think he will keep his race seat. Toro Rosso would be an option for Ocon, according to Helmut Marko, if he was, quote, free from all contracts, and that obviously therefore includes Mercedes. So if Esteban remains a part of the Mercedes programme, which Toto Wolff is absolutely adamant he will be, then the move to Toro Rosso won't happen. And I would be very surprised if Force India don't announce Perez and Stroll. So a sabbatical looks most likely for Ocon, which, without going on another rant about it, is an absolute travesty. And I guess wandering off on a little bit of a random tangent here, for me this all raises questions about Mercedes and how they view their young drivers. I'll try and explain this as best I can, but if Russell is on the grid next season and Ocon isn't, does that mean that Mercedes are pinning their future hopes on Russell? Maybe regard him higher? Perhaps I'm reading too much into that, but it's a legitimate question to put out there, and perhaps that's something we can discuss during Sunday's live stream after a little bit of reflection on it all. But absolutely do feel free to let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. But anyway, back to Russell, and I guess the point of this video, do I think this is the right call from Williams? Well, yes I do. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I am a little bit torn on it all, like I've already said. I want to see Ocon get a seat next season, and who knows, he could still partner George next year. We'll have to wait and see on that. But given, as I've already said a couple of times, how good Russell has been this year and the undeniable talent he quite clearly has, from a Williams perspective and I guess from a Mercedes perspective as well, it makes complete and total sense. And it's a great opportunity for George Russell to show what he can do in Formula 1 at a team where there isn't going to be a huge amount of pressure on him. And if Williams have managed to land a bit of cash or even some cheaper engines in the process, for a team struggling financially, it makes even more sense. So it's a great move for George Russell next year and a fantastic opportunity in Formula 1. It's a good opportunity for Mercedes to evaluate another young driver, and it makes total sense as well for Williams. That is it then for this video, and as ever they were just my thoughts and my opinions, but what are yours? Do you agree with Williams' decision to sign Russell, or do you think it's too soon for the youngster? And what do you think is next for Esteban Ocon? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Now, I will be back tomorrow with another video, which because of this Russell news, will be the video that was due to go up today rather than the news roundup. And so that will be up on the channel at 11 AM UK time tomorrow. And of course, don't forget to join us live this Sunday at 6 PM for the usual stream. In the meantime, know you can follow me on social media. Links to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and to Discord are all in the description down below. But as ever, thank you for watching. I've been Sean. This has been the F1 Word, and until next time, goodbye.